Today we are going to do rapid review on climate using digital flashcards. If you would like to purchase a printable set of the flashcards, you can do so at mindfullearningpractices.com. Now, join me in starting with a deep breath and our intention statement.
My intention for this practice session is to create a stronger neural network related to climate so that I can easily access the information when I need it. I know that I am an important part of the universe. My worth is not measured by how I perform on a test or the grade I get in a class.
I am loved unconditionally. I work hard because I find joy in learning, and I know that I can accomplish anything with effort. My intention for this practice session is to create a stronger neural network related to climate so that I can easily access the information when I need it. What is climate? Climate is the average weather in an area over a long time. How does latitude affect climate? The latitudes around the equator are warmer than the other latitudes. Temperature decreases moving toward the poles. What is latitude? Latitude measures the distance north and south of the equator. It is measured in degrees. Why does warmer air hold more water vapor than cooler air? Warmer air holds more water vapor because the molecules move faster when they are warmer, so water molecules don't have time to clump together to form water droplets. Where are the tropics? The tropics are between 23.5 degrees north and 23.5 degrees south. Where are the temperate zones? The temperate zones are between 23.5 degrees north and 66.5 degrees north and 23.5 degrees south and 66.5 degrees south. Where are the polar zones? The polar zones are above 66.5 degrees north and below 66.5 degrees south. How does elevation affect climate? Air temperature decreases as elevation increases. Temperatures decrease about 6.5 degrees Celsius every kilometer above sea level. Why is it colder at higher elevations? Air molecules in the troposphere are heated by the surface of the Earth through conduction. Higher elevations are farther from the surface of the Earth, and there are fewer air molecules to hold the heat. How does water affect climate? Water has a high specific heat, which means it takes a lot of energy to warm and cool it. As a result, water keeps the coastal areas more temperate. How do mountains affect climate? Mountains block clouds. As a result, one side of a mountain is rainy and the other side is dry. What is a rain shadow? A rain shadow is the area on the far side of a mountain where it is very dry because the mountain blocked the rain clouds. How do cities affect climate? Cities have a lot of buildings and asphalt that absorb heat. As a result, cities are warmer than the area around them. What is a climatologist? A climatologist is a scientist that studies climate. What are the 6 main types of climate? Tropical, dry, polar, mild, continental, and high elevation. Describe a tropical climate. A tropical climate is hot and along the equator. It can be either wet or wet and dry. Describe a dry climate. A dry climate is dry, like a desert. Describe a polar climate. A polar climate is freezing and found around the poles. Describe a mild climate. A mild climate is moderate and generally are found along the coasts. Describe a continental climate. A continental climate has large temperature differences between winter and summer because the area isn't near water. Describe a high elevation climate. A high elevation climate is cold because of high elevations. What is an El Nino? An El Nino is unusual warming of the Pacific Ocean due to lower trade winds. What is a La Nina? A La Nina is unusual cooling of the Pacific Ocean due to especially powerful trade winds. How do atmospheric particles affect climate? Atmospheric particles create more clouds that block the sun's radiation and trap heat radiating from the Earth. How do atmospheric particles get into the atmosphere? Meteorite collisions, forest fires, volcanic explosions, and pollution. What is the greenhouse effect? The greenhouse effect is the warming of the atmosphere as a result of greenhouse gases trapping heat. What adds greenhouse gases to the atmosphere? forest fires, volcanic eruptions, cars, factories, and the respiration of living things. How do increasing greenhouse gases affect the climate on Earth? Rising temperatures, rising sea levels, more forest fires, ice caps melting, changes in habitat, and more extreme weather. Closing meditation. Thank you for this opportunity to grow as a learner. I know that taking time to practice remembering will strengthen my neural networks and help me remember when I need to. I know that I am an important part of the universe. My worth is not measured by how I perform on a test or the grade I get in a class. I am loved unconditionally. I work hard because I find joy in learning, and I know that I can accomplish anything with effort. After this practice session, I am ready to move on to the next part of my day, focusing on kindness, acceptance, and compassion for others. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you next time.